2021 Superboy Music Channel.
G'day guys, and welcome. My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Ruby Phoenix, our Pathfinder 2nd edition adventure, set in the world of Galarian, featuring my wonderful Patreons as they travel through the lands of Tianzia in search of several martial art masters to help them unlock secrets of hidden scrolls, so that they may overturn the evil Oni Daimyo. Mwahaha. So yes, that is currently what we're doing. That is what's going on. And yeah, these are my Patreons. Say hi, everyone.
Yay! Hi guys. Okay, sorry.
Hi.
Been a week.
Yeah, hi.
Fair
Hello.
enough. All right. So
All week. I'm excited.
fantastic. All right. So to get us started, of course, guys, because we are a little bit behind, let's give a quick round of everything that we're doing. First of all, we are playing a Pathfinder 2nd edition game. This is a homebrew adventure. There is a long and sordid story. So if you have any questions in chat, don't hesitate to ask, because all of us watch chat very, very closely. In addition, thank you, Malakisa, for the $25. There are a number of ways that you can interact with the game as we play. The rewards are listed there. You can, like Malakisa has just done, pay $5 to grant your GM some Jinx points, which can be used to cause mischief, mayhem, or otherwise nefarious do-doings. Alternatively, you can give players advantage on different rolls, allow them to petition the GM for stuff, or stave off death. For $10, you can give a random plot twist, where I will draw 3 cards from the deck of plot twists, and that plot twist will immediately come into play based on your decision. For $20, you can give someone the coveted natural 20. This natural 20 would then go towards whatever roll that they want, but instead of rolling, they just get a crit. For $50, we can give them a magic item of your choosing, or a boss buff, so we can make something a little bit stronger. Or for $100, the big 100, we go to a secret menu item. Today's secret menu item is a rare magical artifact, a mystical artifact tied to the water temple. I'm not going to say much more than that, but it is a artifact level device thing. Relic, that's the word I'm looking for. In addition, I want to give a quick thanks to our sponsors. That is, of course, Hero Forge, for the wonderful and amazing artwork you will see on today's stream. Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice, with a special shout out to Fantasy Grounds Academy, which is the one-stop place to go if you want to improve or up your Fantasy Grounds game. It's honestly, there are some of the most supportive people out there in regards to using Fantasy Grounds, and their Discord is poppin'. So definitely go check those guys out. And lastly, Sirenscape, for the wonderful sounds that you'll be hearing throughout today's session. All the battle music and stuff like that is done with them. So yay! Also, yes, thank you, Malakisa. We love Mally. Mally definitely is a GM's favorite. So yes, next, let's introduce our characters. Guys, who are you? And tell us a little bit about your characters. Starting with you, Neil.
Hello, I'm Immersion Diversion, also known as Neil. I play Taro, the mysterious investigator with a mysterious background, where he actually is from a family of magistrates. His previous name, until he gets his memory back, is Tamaki Kai, but for now he's Taro Yamada.
All right, next up we have, of course, our dear friend Edward.
Hello, yes, I'm Edward from Twitch channel Games and Tea. I'm playing Neve, who is a dwarf female cleric found in a music. There we go.
I've been having some tech issues, which is why we're a little bit late, and all of the
so
everything
that was pretty epic.
Neve just died.
But yes, no, Neve was found in the dungeon below the island where we are. No idea as to how she ended up there, and no idea as to what may be going on with her. But yeah, that's Neve, and she's quite she seems to be quite sassy. Still learning her character a little bit, but yeah, she's a fun one.
And last but not least, Sean.
Hello. Yeah, I'm playing as Kaito, a kitsune sorcerer who likes the element of water. And yeah, he has had a very interesting time of this campaign, going in and out of consciousness quite frequently. But he's, he's out here to get stronger so he can, fight evil, to strike down the
Very
Oni
evil.
daimyo.
Yeah.
All
But,
right.
yeah, it's an
Yeah.
uphill battle.
It is indeed. Okay, so I think that brings us now to our brings us to our adventure. Because we've done everything. We get everything. Look at that, man. I really need to like up how quickly I go through my our intro stuff. All right. So there we go. Setting the scene, our heroes have been journeying far and wide across the lands of Tianxia in search of the masters of the Great Scrolls that will hopefully teach them unique fighting methods to fight against powerful yokai spirits, the Oni, who have placed themselves in positions of power all over Tianxia. Our heroes have angered the ones from Goka and are now beset upon by assassins, as our heroes have finally made their way to the water temple off the western coast of Nagajo. Here they have battled against monsters and creatures of the deep and have finally made it to the front of the water temple. But things do not seem as they should be, as large banners where the water temple's flags and heraldry would otherwise be, there is a different flag. It is a flag that would have been familiar had the group not encountered a witch and sacrificed Tamaki's memories. But the flag is that of the House of Tamaki, a noble house of elves, the magistrates of Goka. Why their heraldry is found so far south of the city of Goka is a mystery, and as our heroes approach, they see this massive and auspicious sight. All right. Gentlemen, the scene is yours.
Taro's just looking at it because he's heard of the Tamakis. He's just never met them in person before. He's like,
They're
"What
a
are they?"
bunch of rich, pompous jerks, I'm sure.
I'm just curious on why they're this far out. Like, are they involved with the Masters somehow? Oh wait,
DM.
sorry, I don't actually know. But yeah.
DM, does Neve have any knowledge with regards to this this heraldry?
Make a society check if you would, as you guys
Sure.
take a look at that.
Yeah.
First roll of the game. Yay!
Oh my god!
Oh, what a great start! What an amazing start to this. All right. So as you look out over the coast, you can see there's no ships, nothing around you, and the reason you're looking is because you know this is a Goka family, and the only way that this heraldry would be here is if members of the House of Tamaki would be here. The house itself belongs to a very, very noble family, somebody who has been well liked and well received by many of the people of Goka. They are known for their benevolence and their kindness and generosity. They're elves, and the kind of ongoing belief is that they treat people like you would a pet, not in a like kind of get in the cage, kind of, no, but as like a loving member of the family who will inevitably die before you, and so they make their lives good. They try to make their lives as pleasant as possible, and some say it is because in the ancient history of the Tamaki family, they made friends with the the short-lived races, I guess, from their perspective, and vowed to look after them and caretake for them. So even though they're not shogun and they're not in charge, as it were, as the magistrate, they do what they can to serve the people and their interests.
All right. Well, this seems to be quite nice. Looks like they're looking after the place here.
As you have come from overseas, you would have landed in Goka the very, very first time, and you would likely have received a stipend of some kind from the House of Tamaki to help acclimate to the country. So basically, when you came in, you had all your Galarian money. Your all of your Avistanian money. They would have been like, oh, look, you don't speak Tianese. Go to this place here, and then it's like a Tamaki introduction thing, like, welcome to Tianzia. Here's a currency exchange, just so you know. This is how much stuff is worth. Don't get ripped off. We do have an active bartering system. You know, they basically just prepare you to be here. Like, you know. Yeah.
Here is Goka handbook.
Yeah, the primer. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And you've got a little pamphlet as well with like a free cup ramen that you can get from a nearby store. Canon. It's canon.
Canon. No, yes.
All right.
Well, it's quite nice to see. Quite nice to see some fellas here who know what they're talking about.
I
Who
still
are these
don't
people
buy
now?
into that. All the rich nobles are kind of the same.
Well,
But-
it certainly helped me out. No.
There's nothing necessarily proven that they've done wrong. I just.
Well, they helped me. I'd say that's
Well.
it's about good news. Don't mind that at all.
Oh, that's good to hear. Well, I mean, yeah, there should be nothing to worry about. So I hope that the Watermaster's still actually here, though.
Well, I mean, I don't see them outside. Maybe they're
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah,
Tara
might
starts
as well.
walking towards the front door.
Right.
Is the door
as
closed?
you start making your way towards the front door, all of a sudden there's a large gunshot. Dust erupts from the beach right next to you. All right.
I will look around to see where that came from.
All right, let's see if I can get this.
That's
Would I still remember past, like, people I've met?
Nope.
Really? Not like,
Nope.
like the old man Luchu or whatever?
Nope.
The doctor? Oh, okay.
You remember Nasing?
Okay.
you remember waking up to the witch.
All right. Stepping out of the temple, you see this figure. That's a bit too dramatic. Let's dial it back.
Yeah.
All right.
That was quite dramatic. Yeah.
That was very dramatic. I was kind of hoping for.
I knew it was coming, so I'm
Oh.
like, I love this.
All right, here we go. You see, stepping out, a elven man wearing warrior's armor. Emblazoned on his back are two flags, banners, bearing the House of Tamaki's symbol, which I didn't know the symbol when I made this, but we're going with it anyway. And holding a strange device, which Neve, you know as basically it's a dwarven scattergun.
Whoa.
All right.
Well, pleasure to meet you. Thanks for displaying that weapon to us.
As he steps forward, he says, again, all of these conversations are in Tianese. He says, "Who dares step on the house of Tamaki's lands? You unwarranted and uninvited intruders have brazen attitudes to have come here."
How much of that does Neve understand?
You'll understand it. Again, you've been here for
Okay.
a little while. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I've acclimated and got the language.
He came here thinking that this was someone else's property. We were told that martial arts master lived in this house.
This is the house of the Master of the Waves, but this is not an invitation to come and enter our lands.
So a rich noble family from Goka is now acquiring land from Nagajor?
He takes another step forward, and you hear the gun cock as he says, "Tamaki wa hero, answers to no one. Leave this place now. I will not ask again.
That'd be nice. That'd be a nice thing to do. But you see, the thing is that I was stuck downstairs, and this is the only way out. So, if you don't mind, I'd like a way off this island, if you don't mind.
You have 2 limbs in which to kick and 2 limbs in which to stroke. I suggest you learn how to swim. Swim?
You're telling me you want me to go into that stuff out there?
Yes.
You do see the choppy waves and stuff like that. His eye line is not breaking. He is going to attempt to intimidate. So what is everyone's fortitude save, if you'd be so kind? Well, fort score, should I say?
My fort is 8, so 18, I guess.
18?
My fortitude score.
Yeah, mine is 11.
Oh, sorry, no, yours is 8. Sorry, not 18. Yours is 8. Yours is
No, I
11.
know, but the save would be...
No, I know. I'm calculating that
Okay,
just so
so
that
yeah,
I can
8.
explain it. Yeah, 8.
Yep.
11 and
13.
13. All right. Wahiro is going to use intimidation to demoralize you. And in addition, he is going to use assurance to get a 27 on his intimidation skill. This guy is terrifying. You each gain frightened 1. As he is...
I cannot be scared yet, still.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, that's true. You are immune to the fear condition. That's one of the reasons why we gave it to you. Frightened and frightened. So, yeah. Frightened in this condition just means you take a small penalty for stuff. But, yeah, he is basically just staring you down with what Neve knows to be a very powerful weapon. And Taro is probably more afraid of, like, the repercussions of, like, you know, bringing the House of Tamaki down on you. Something about it's, like, terrifying you. And let us now, just very quickly, shift over to our Fantasy Grounds map.
Yay! This will be interesting.
Okay. There we go. And... Nope, that's not working. I will get there, but yes. Anyway, you guys continue. What do you guys want to do?
So...
Okay, fine. It's grand, just grand. I'm sure if...
Yeah, Sean says...
I'm not afraid. I take a step forward.
Kaito, love. You don't want to be doing that now. Not through that thing he's got in his hand.
I'm not afraid of a little toy.
That's not a toy.
He came from so far away. We're not leaving.
So, quick question, Michael. This fear effect, is it like, will I have to end up running away, or is it like a...
No. It's just you're nervous. You're kind of just afraid of this guy.
Yeah.
So as Kaito steps forward, unafraid, Wahiro looks at you. You look injured. You look battered. And yet you still come forward. He says, I do not have time for your games. And he takes his gun and he fires it directly into Kaito's head.
God!
I was about... damn it, okay.
Ouch.
As he hits, Kaito, I need you to make me a athletics check.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, that is not enough. You need a 23. Wow. Okay, 23.
Ow,
sure.
whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, yeah, that would have been a crit for me, but the
All
only way.
All right. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. So you're about here. So as he shoots you in the head, instead of bullets coming out, there is this huge gale force wind that as it hits you sends your body flying backwards. You hit the ground 20 foot away from where you were standing.
Jeez.
He says, It appears as though I will have to throw you riffraff off this island myself.
No,
I do
no.
never
It's
trust
grand.
your
It's
family.
fine. It's fine. We're all good here. Let's just have a wee sit down, have a wee chat, and we'll talk it all over, right? And I would like to cast Calm Emotions, please.
Whoa.
It is successful automatically. He is very calm.
Oh
Oh.
shit.
Oh yeah, that's actually almost more scary.
Sorry.
No,
Oh, there goes that spell.
He is 100% calm. And you for a moment you think, oh, maybe it kind of didn't work on him. Maybe this didn't, and then you realize that no, he genuinely like, and this is kind of like the nature of elves. You're not worth getting angry over. You know, like when a dog pees on the rug, you can be frustrated, but you're never angry at it. You know, it's like it's your dog. You love your dog, and it's like in the same way he kind of looks at the short-lived races. In this case, the kitsune, what he presumes is a half elf and a halfling, as you are the smaller races, and I can't be angry at you. And that's why he didn't kill Kaito. He was just, okay, I need to put you out. I need to put you outside. And
To shove you off.
yeah.
Right.
All right, so we're
Is
gonna go
he-
into an initiative here.
Okay.
As we fly into battle. Ooh, this is the one I want. Da-da-da. There it is. All right. So, let's see. Rolling initiative. Menu. Initiative. Boom. All right. Wahiro is going to go first.
Gosh.
His first action is he takes out what looks to be a seed and puts it into the ground. As he does so, the earth begins to rise. And you watch as two wooden soldiers that seem to be emblazoned with the House of Tamaki's symbol rise up from the earth. They can't act in this round, but that takes 3 actions for Wahiro to do. Taro, it is your turn. You are still quite injured.
Yeah. Oh crap. Okay. Well, if I'm injured still, I'm going to one action reach into my pocket to grab a Elixir of Life, and then second action drink it so I heal up a little bit. So,
All right.
where's my? There it is. Oops, come on. There it is. So I heal. Ah, shoot.
All right. That is a 3
Not a lot.
3 points of healing.
Oh, I should have rolled it on me. I keep forgetting that.
That's all right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I can add it.
31.
I can add it. It's fine. There.
No, I got it already. Okay. Shoot. And then I guess as a kind of instinct from this popping up out of the ground behind me, I kind of jump back this way
All right.
to get away from Eve. But yeah, I'm gonna probably end up fighting the animated statue number 1 when I get a chance next turn. So
Sure.
But that's my turn.
All right. Nim, it is your turn. I mean, Neve, it is your turn. I'll get there.
Okay, fine. Right. Rotus, need your help here. Get him! And I would like to cast Bane on Wahiro.
Okay.
So they need to make a they need to succeed a will save or take -1 to the effect.
All right. Drop that onto
So
him if you'd be
drop
so
that
kind.
On him. It's not exactly that difficult. Damn it.
Aw.
Yeah. So that doesn't happen. Shit.
All right. However, we do have a $15 donation from the Downhill Derby. This could mean hero
Ooh,
points for our
yeah.
players. Let us know in chat what you would like to do with that that donation. And thank you so much and so kindly. Also, hi Callie. Hi Midnight. All right.
with my remaining action, I would like to cast shield on myself.
Very well. Just double check. Is shield a reaction or a single action spell?
Shield is a single action spell, which gives me the shield block reaction, as
good.
well as
Yep. Not a problem.
Yeah, it's you raise a magical shield of force. This counts as using the raise a shield action, giving you a +1 circumstance bonus to AC until the start of the next turn, but it doesn't require a hand to use.
All
So
right.
I'll apply it to myself. I think. Did that work? I don't know if that worked. There you go. That worked.
Whoops. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. That did. Yeah, that worked.
Okay. So, and that's my turn.
All right, done. Next up, we have Kaito.
Stand up, dust myself off. I was like, I am tired of rich people like your family treating us like animals. I know how that sounds, given how
Yeah, given you're a fox.
I am going to. It's going to feel so good marking your pretty little face.
Whoa.
Jesus.
He doesn't like rich people.
Yeah, apparently. I think we've uncovered a darker side of Kaito. Kaito's always been like so nice and
wonder how
like
Tabaki's
I mean,
gotten by.
yeah, I
When
mean,
he has no
you've been
fears.
traveling. You've literally been traveling with like one of the rich boy nobles for like ages. Quite literally related to
at
the
the start,
person
though.
you're about to scratch up. I mean, and right now you don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess just
Oh yeah, I have to do a d20 before I try casting acid splash on his face.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, whoa!
am I no longer stupefied?
all right.
That'd
Let's
be awesome.
Okay, so let's try a couple of things. First of all, you need to roll it onto Wahiro, but given it's a nat 20, I will allow
Well,
it
that
to
was
pass.
to see if I could actually cast a spell.
Oh, to
off
see if
with
you
my
cast it.
stupefied.
Oh, okay, yeah, then yeah,
Oh.
that's fine. You
That
do-
was my stupefied
Yeah,
roll.
that's
so
right.
like,
'Cause
I
you're still
wasted a
stupefied as
D20
well,
on
because you're
a-
still concussed.
That
I forgot about that.
step.
Yes, okay, very well.
Yeah,
Okay,
now
I was
can
like,
cast it.
whoa.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on, before you roll.
Oh, sorry.
Re-roll that. Because I'm going to burn
Re-roll the
a
5?
jinx point.
Oh, or re-roll the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Makes sense. Dang.
Oh.
All right. That will miss Wahiro.
Oh yeah, I stood up and then moved and then cast it, so yeah, so I'm good. That's my 3 actions.
All right. Which brings us back to Wahiro themselves. Wahiro doesn't seem to like the fact that you're throwing acid at him. So Wahiro is going to he's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh.
25, 30, 5, 10, 15. So he's going to double move to there. And as he does, he is going to, because he's actually got an ability, moving reload. So as he's running, you watch as he and kicks out 2 empty shells from his dwarven scattergun and throws another 2 in. You watch as he then pulls out what looks to be a long blade, and still aiming with one gun, just tries to shoot at Taro.
How high is that cliff?
It's only 10 foot tall. It's a hill more than a
okay.
cliff, yeah.
Got it. Ah.
Ooh, that is a miss.
Ah.
Jinx point.
No. Stop. We're gonna die.
There we go. Critical hit.
Oh wow! No.
All right.
I was about to say, I think you're healthier than me, but after
Taro,
that,
I need a
don't think so.
athletics check from you as this blast.
Oh no. Oh no. 19.
You need a
No.
23, sadly.
Ah, come on.
All right. First of all, pick a number between 1 to 5.
5. Chaos.
All right, here we go. So this is a... Oh, you got a -5 to your land speed until you heal. This is actually not bad. This actually makes sense. So here we go. You ready? So again, as he aims at you, like wind seems to flow into the scattergun as it fires. And this time you move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Ouch.
35,
Oh,
40, which is kind of like here. As you get to the cliff's edge, and you're... I need a acrobatics check as you land there. And this is where your leg kind of gets cut on some bramble, lowering your move speed. All right, 23. Yeah, fine. You managed to... and you pull yourself and avoid falling into the ocean.
Oh, no.
But that is all his turns. He
Good.
double moved to get up there, and then single action to shoot you with the gale. Well, shouldn't tell you it's a gale shot, but it's a gale shot. Yeah, that's what he's got. I will give Taro let's give you a perception check.
Okay. Yeah. No!
He almost killed you.
You did almost kill me.
All right. Next up,
Oh no.
the animated statues. All right, statue number 1 is gonna go over here and attempt a grapple check. Maybe.
Okay,
It might fail.
possibly.
All right. Fort save is, what was it, an 8? Never mind.
13.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
All right. This thing moves up to you and literally, like, kind of almost like luggage, grabs you by the belt and like lifts you up. And then with its next action, it is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, because it's only got a 20-foot move, and literally carry Nim over to...
Neve.
Neve. Dang it, I'll get it right. I promise one day. We'll carry Neve to the cliff's edge, and that is all it does. The second one...
Kaito, as I get dragged past, all he hears, "Get off me, you little bugger!"
I've got a few other ruder ones, but I'm not gonna say them.
Yeah, there was a few other ones that would go through my head as well. So,
All right, Kaito, rinse and repeat. It moves up to you. It tries to grab you. And what is yours is 11, so that's 21. So it does pick you up, and then it is gonna move you 5, 10, 15, 20. It's gonna drag you over to here, as it basically picks you up. And yeah, these two, you know, like wooden statued men are kind of just grabbing hold of you and dragging you to the edge.
I just shout out, "We won't stop. We'll swim back around to the beach. You can't ignore us forever."
Alright.
You watch as he... Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm just going to do this for dramatic effect. As Kaito says that, he is going to literally turn his back on you and ignore you. All right, Taro.
Okay. All right. So getting kind of standing up. So am I prone right now, or am I in the bush standing? Kind of.
You're in the bush,
Okay.
and
so I
you're
can move
standing. You're
regularly,
standing.
so-
I'll say you're standing. Yeah.
Okay. So kind of getting like my, you know, like that was kind of a little bit dizzying, but I see them getting dragged over. I'm going to see that they're kind of in trouble, about to be thrown. So, and I only have 25 move now, so I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And after kind of passing them, I take the two ends of my scarves. I'm going to try and cut them in the legs, essentially doing a trip maneuver.
Okay.
Try and trip up them.
Yep. You.
So one action will be one trip, one action will be another trip.
Yep. Make your athletics check as you attempt to trip both of these.
So one is a 24,
That'll hit. That'll knock statue number 1 prone.
and then the other one is not so good. Oh, I'll use my hero point.
Very well. Your hero point is expent.
Yeah, 22.
That will knock the second one prone.
Yes.
All right, both
So they're just gonna
statues
run
fall
past
over
them.
and drop both Neve and Kaito. As this happens, Wahiro sort of stops and turns for a moment, and just seems to be interested in Taro.
I just look at him.
No, you're looking cool.
That's all. I'm looking cool. Alright.
Neve, you're up.
Am I still in the clutches of this thing?
No.
No, I've been dropped out. Okay. What am I gonna do? I'm presuming I'm prone right now.
Nope,
Right now, correct?
Nope. You're not prone.
I'm not. Okay. She's a spiteful ghost, so she's gonna drag out her morning stars and start just laying into the back of head of this thing. So, don't you do that again, you little bugger!
All right, you grab hold of your spiked morning star and raising it above your head, you bring it to bear down on this poor dude. Oh,
Yeah!
that is a critical hit. All right.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right. Roll the damage, and then let's find out what happens here. So that's 15 points of damage. You watch as the wood splinters and some of the armor begins to break. Give me a number between 1 to 5.
5.
All right. Let's see.
Did I get pen correctly?
Yada, so that's 9. You're not quite there yet. No, I need to be 13.
Oh.
Good. Yeah.
My apologies, Michael. I read Bane completely wrong. It is a 5-foot emanation, which I believe would then be from me, correct?
Yeah.
And then each
Which
turn
means-
it grows if you concentrate on it.
No. If I spend an action to grow, I can grow it.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's also not concentration. So I believe that means that the constructs within
What's that?
5 feet of me have to do a will save.
Would that be the case, or is it a pulse if it's not a duration?
Duration 1 minute.
Yeah, but is that
Doesn't
from,
say-
no, but is that what's your casting time? So but the question is, do you cast it and anyone affected is affected for a minute, or is it constantly on you for a minute? That's what I want to know.
Okay, that's a good one.
While we're waiting, give us a number between 1 and 5.
4.
All right, number 4, staggering blow. Target is stunned 2.
Yeah, nice.
Nice, really big concussion there on that one. So that means 2 rounds he will be unable to act.
Nice.
Okay. You do still have 2 more actions as well, by the way. Just by the by.
Okay. Sure. I was that. I'll read Bane later.
From being stunned, yeah.
Mhm.
So he'll only have one
I'll
action
read
on
Bane
his
later.
turn.
Yeah, it looks like you only need to concentrate it just to grow it, but yeah, I don't think you need to in any other sense.
I was also going to do Forbidding Ward on somebody. I think I'm going to do it on. Well, that fox idiot looks like he's going to be an issue. So let's do Forbidding Ward on Kaito.
Don't you mean Egypt?
Egypt. I do also mean Egypt.
Yeah.
Egypt, an idiot. Sustained up to 1 minute. You ward the ally against attack and hostiles, so I believe that would be.
Bumping the mic.
There you go.
All right.
So you now have a +1 AC, +1 save status versus
Them. Excellent.
against the target enemy's attacks. Yes.
All right, Kaito, you're up to bear.
So, which square am I actually in like in terms
You're
of like
right where
movement?
you are. I actually do work in half squares
Okay.
because I hate the world being on a grid.
Is the door to the building
Here,
open?
maybe this will help. Is the door to what? Sorry.
Is the door to the building open? Like ajar?
No.
Or did he close it behind him?
No, he's not left. He's still where he is. He's up on the hill. Hello. He just turned around and ignored you. You know, like the
I meant
dramatic.
like, yeah, I meant like the door to the actual like
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, no. Oh,
water
oh
master's
right. Did
place.
it close behind him when he came out? Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Or it closed, should I say? Whether he closed it is another matter.
I'm going to run up and try to open it.
Yeah.
God.
Okay.
I don't think the water master's even here.
All right. Make a athletics check.
Ugh.
Doing what I was gonna do.
I don't trust anything that this guy says. Even though I didn't insight against him, but
All right. As you push the gates here, what you notice is you kind of strain against the doors, almost as if the doors themselves are pushing back against you. You do not manage to burst through yet.
I guess I can try, because he's within range of acid splash again. I guess I could try doing that again too.
Because that's one action.
Oh wait,
to-
no, that's a 2 action. Never
Then
mind.
you
I can only
cannot.
do I can only do a 1 action one, which I could throw guidance on Taro because he's the closest thing.
How far is guidance?
Guidance, I believe, was 30 feet.
All right, that's fine. Yep, you cast guidance, so drop the buff on him, and that'll be fine. All right, so
let's gotta
as
do this
Kaito casts
first.
guidance,
Yep, I pass it. Okay, yes,
Yep.
I can. That thing's stupefy though. It's like I'm always afraid it's gonna fail on me.
well, I mean, yeah, I mean, look. To be fair, you're concussed, and your curse from the witch has been your complete disregard for your own safety. And I've got to admit, you are playing it very, very well because this guy is like, this guy is looking at you, like just
Like I'm an insane person.
very much so. So he shoots at you again. Let's start with the first one.
Shoots you through the door.
As this bullet flies out, a huge web of sticky plant matter kind of pins you to the door here. He says, "I will deal with you in a moment. You. Where did you get that scarf? And how do you wield it with such prowess? Who has taught you the combat art of the Tamaki house?"
Had it for as long as I can remember.
It's not wrong. He says, "Lies! I will get the truth from you, even if I have to burn it from your tongue." He will 5, 10, 15,
Well, then you won't get answers, will you?
30. What?
You burn it from my tongue. If I don't have a tongue, I can't talk.
You're really not good at smack talk, are you?
Nope.
It's just like a joke. If you have to explain it, then.
Yeah, he's very much. Yeah, he's very much like, what?
Tamaki was never good at it either.
All right. Very well. So he's going to step forward with a katana. And that is all he does, because he had to use 2 actions to stick you to the wall. Alright, done and done.
Yeah.
Now, if I knew we were going up against Spider-Man, maybe I would have been a little less harsh.
Alright, next up is the statues.
Okay, so Michael, I believe it is a constant emanation.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Drop your drop the wisdom save on these guys and let's see what they do. Well, the first guy's just gonna stand up, so he's not gonna do anything special.
Oh, of course.
Because he is stunned,
Oh yeah.
and that is his whole
Critical
turn.
Oh.
failure.
He crit failed.
So
he's,
so
yeah,
it's
he's,
a -1 penalty to all attack rolls.
do you have a buff that you can drop on him?
Yes, I do.
Then please do.
As
Does
long
any-
as he is within as long as he's within the 5-foot emanation.
Well, he is, yeah. So the one right next to you.
Yeah.
The other one will stand
Does
up.
anything happen if he crits fails?
No. I don't think
Okay.
so.
Sometimes,
no.
sometimes effect have a like failure.
Yeah. No, not in this spell.
Bane-
Not in
Bane
this spell. No.
doesn't-
Okay.
Yeah. It's not an attack action. It's a saving throw. So yeah.
Got it.
The second one will stand as one action, and will attempt to grab hold of Taro. All right. So I need to get a 18. He gets a 23. Taro, you are grappled.
No.
So stand, move up to you, grapple. So you are now grabbed.
Damn it.
All right, and then we go to Taro.
Alright. So I'm grappled. Crap. Well, I'm gonna attempt to get out of the grapple.
All right, athletics check. Your DC is gonna be a 22.
I need a 14. Nope, that's a natural one.
You struggle. It does not seem to
No.
work.
I try again.
If you crit failed twice in a row, that would be amazing.
And third time. Nope. God.
All right, you struggle. Somewhat in vain.
Oh. Nah, let go of me.
Neve.
Cool. No, I was thinking I was going to go and help Taro, but no, she's pissed off at the thing in front of her. Stay down, you bugger! Yeah, whack, whack, whack.
And then all of a sudden, you feel the spirit of an Oni channel into your mace. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe I'll do that.
That would be kind of cool.
That would
Yeah,
be kinda
that would be
cool.
kind of cool.
Yeah, it
but
will.
no.
All right, that will hit as you clock him. It does 0 damage.
Oh my god, that is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. So, seeing that, Neve will let's just go. Ha! Well, that's a bit of a bugger.
You can see that some of the wood sort of cracks from its head from when you landed the critical hit. So it's like you realize very quickly that maybe I got a lucky shot in, and it like and now
maybe I got a lucky shot in there.
and now I pissed it off.
Ah. Right. Well, let's you and I not have a fight, and I'm going to go somewhere else.
All right.
She's just gonna run for it.
All right, you turn
Yeah,
and you
literally, 1, 2.
Yeah, you turn and you run. All right, now as this happens, just as we, you watch as the statue, the kind of golem type thing looks at you. But before we continue, really quick shout out to this amazing and wonderful raid from Sky McSparkle. Welcome. I've had so much sojo I need to let down. Man, that is a good problem to have. Go rest well. Thank you for coming in with the raid. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Michael, Dead Aussie Gamer. We play D&D and role-playing games here all the time. We're playing Pathfinder. Our group is currently battling a person themed after Masamune Date, a member of the House of Tamaki, who has recognized something mysterious in our amnesiac half-elf Taro, and is about to broach a very dramatic question with him. Right now they are at the water temple on a small island, which, let's just zoom out real quick. There we go. So on a small island, this is the temple of the Master of Waves, where they're seeking out the Master of Waves to teach them the way of the water scroll. And this guy, this noble magistrate, is currently getting in their way. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's where you're at. You're all caught up. All right. That brings us to Kaito. Now, Kaito, our Kitsune sorcerer, is currently webbed, I guess, like kind of with this slime to the door of the water temple. He had tried to ignore the battle and go to enter and breach the castle, but instead was shot by a Tanglefoot bullet that has embedded him. Oh, I say embedded, like, you know, webbed him, I guess, whatever you call it.
Stuck me to the wall.
To the wall, yeah.
Oh man, if I knew that he was based off the one-eyed dragon, I would have laid down my arms a long time ago. But I'm gonna try. Is it like webs or is it like a gel?
It's a Tanglefoot bag.
Okay. Yeah. Probably just try to athletics my way out of it. If that's, yeah, I'm just gonna try to struggle my way out of it, mimicking Taro's turn.
Oh, Michael, because I have moved out away from that animated statue, it no longer has Bane on it.
Oh.
All right, very well. All right, you try to pull yourself out. However, your first attempt is not successful.
All right, I'll try it again.
The second attempt is as you rip yourself free of the sticky slime.
Since I don't have many actions, I'm going to try the door again. So probably
very
just
well.
another athletics.
Athletics check. You really want to die, don't you?
Wow.
Hey Kaito.
Roll
it again.
No!
Oh, I was so happy. Oh, it's even better.
All right. All right, you push open the doors. As you do so, once again, the doors seem to push against you. And as you push, you realize you have to sustain that strength. You figure out the technique, and as you're kind of pushing it in, there is a large plaque at the base of what looks to be a giant water dragon. The statue is in the middle of this room, and at its base it says, the unrelenting waves can be ebbed and can be flowed, but sometimes you must push through the torrent. And that's kind of what it's kind of like this is the first of the trials. You have to enter the temple by pushing against the doors. Now, as soon as you enter, the doors will slam shut behind you. And you will be trapped inside. Well, until you can strength check out. Question is what do you want to do? Enter or stay where you are?
I'm not leaving my friend behind. You know, I think it's message enough to him that I could have done it. I'm not abandoning my friends.
Okay.
I do give him a stink eye and a look.
He's like,
Can you make a perception
Neve
check?
just got bye.
Please make a perception check. Holy crap. I'm like,
oh.
with a perception check, you're very aware that he has used up until this point entirely non-lethal methods to try and remove you guys. And you have now provoked him to lethal force. This is what Kaito has now realized. Unfortunately, due to the curse bestowed upon you by a sea witch, you're not afraid of what that means. I, as a GM, however, am terrified for you. Because this guy was not supposed to become a lethal encounter at any point in time in this game. But now is. Congratulations. I have no idea how you did it, but well done. Wahiro sees that you have entered the temple, and he sees that you have given him the stink eye, with the knowing additive of insulting his honor by going, yeah, I could do that.
Oh god.
He changes his directions from his vague interest in Taro and his martial arts to the intruder that has basically insulted and diffused his honor, and makes his way straight towards Taro. Yeah, believe it or not, Neve, when Neve cast what's it called? Calm Emotions.
Calm Emotions.
He was calm. He's not anymore. That spell would be very handy right this second. And Wahiro turns to you, and he is not even going to. He's going to go right up to you, and he is going to take his shotgun.
Shotgun.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Can I use a hero point to have you reroll?
No, unfortunately.
Oh no!
Pick a number between 1 and 5.
Oh, let's go 4.
No, this wasn't actually Taro's fault, Callie. For once.
No, it was entirely the sea witch's fault.
This is the sea. Actually, you know what? It was actually the sea witch's fault. That's I won't. I will give you that. All right, 1 to 5. What do we have?
No, I said 4.
4. Okay. 4 piercing. Oh, he does shoot you in the head. The bullet.
Stupefy.
Okay, now I'm not gonna get too graphic because this is not that kind of show, right? But the bullet hits you square in the jaw, and you are unable to speak unless you make a DC 5 flat check. So it's basically like your Stupefy, but with anything that requires a verbal component. So that is speaking, casting spells, anything like that. However, that is an ongoing effect, so you need to add that to your character. And then, in addition, your character has just gone down, which means, let's have a quick look here.
It makes sense that's where he would aim, considering that I was trash-talking him the entire time.
100%, 100%. Okay. So, thankfully you're not actually wounded, but you are now dying. So you're now at dying 1. Let's give you the dying condition as well over here, just so that it automatically calculates. There we go. Kaito, dying 1. Okay, beautiful. All right. Yeah, he walks up to you, right up to you, and places the scatter shot right against your jaw, and you think, you like, kind of like there's this moment where Kaito's like, do it. You don't have the BANG! And that just goes off. And you slump to the floor. There is literally a smoke, what do you call it? Like a charcoal outline with a reverse shadow of Kaito's head against the actual door itself as Taro and Neve see him do that. Ironically, well, not ironically, coincidentally, he is actually still alive despite this because we play with RPG rules. Yeah, run your mouth, it gets blown off. That's literally it. All right, the statues.
Okay.
I'm going to say that Wahiro is so enraged by what had just happened, the actual statues don't get their turn because he needs to concentrate on it, and his magic is tied directly to his emotions, which is why he had to stay calm. And since he is not, yeah, the statues don't move, which I'm going to say isn't going to remove the stunned condition. Oh, no, he's not stunned. Never mind. That's fine. Yeah. So, Taro, we go back to you. And you are no longer drowned.
Okay, he still has the shotgun?
Yes.
Okay, first instinct, get that thing away from him. So I go up to here, and I'm going to use my scarf, because it's got one of its things I can do is disarm. So I'm going to attempt to disarm him.
Alright, let's see it happen.
Not out of his hand.
You use your bladed scarf and you throw it over your shoulder. It soars towards him.
I don't actually know what I need to roll. Because I think it was
you
under
already used your
athletics.
hero point. Shoot.
Yeah, I think athletics train disarm. Okay, it says attempt an athletics checks against the target's reflex DC.
Okay, so it's so his reflex DC is. Let's have a quick look here. Hero's reflex DC is 25.
Oh gosh, I have to roll a 17.
You'll be fine.
Nope.
Oh, so close though.
23. Come on. Crap. Shoot. So that was a move to get over, and then try to attempt to disarm. I'm going to get in between him and Kaito, Kaito, and just say stop. And I drop my scarf to the ground.
That was impressive timing with the music just stopping right then.
All right. You say stop, then what?
I drop my scarf. I just kind of kneel. I get on the ground and kneel. We didn't mean any harm. We're just following a path.
Make a diplomacy check.
Crap.
It's not what you want to hear, mate.
Yeah!
All right.
Yeah!
Wow.
Are we still in initiative order?
Let's move away from initiative order, shall we? I think I think the nat 20 has warranted it.
Okay, that's fine.
So as you say this, Wahiro holds his you know, I wouldn't say rage. You can see kind of calms down. He was only angry at Kaito really, and he kind of realizes what he's done. He sees Taro and he says, "Move now," and waits for Taro to move.
While that's happening, Neve has sidled up a little bit closer.
Yep.
And from where she is, she's going to cast Stabilize on Kaito.
You do that.
Meaning
from there?
that, yes,
I'm
it's
gonna
30
say
foot-
no.
30 foot.
Because there's other things happening, but I appreciate it, and I want
Okay,
Kaito to
sure.
also appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm still
Okay.
waiting for Taro to move.
All right. Still kneeling on the ground. I say,
Don't say move. He pulls his gun out. You realize
do I
quick?
still know? Do
Huh?
I still know I've been cursed?
Do you know you've been cursed? You don't know what's happened with the curse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we both don't know what actually happened.
3,
I just say to him,
2.
I'll answer your question. from
I didn't ask a
before.
question. I asked you to move.
Can I? Well, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna drag Kaito.
Okay, good.
With,
There you go. As you move,
Oh, I said I was gonna drag Kaito with.
okay.
fine.
I'm gonna Neil. What do you think is happening here? Do you think that Michael is going
kill
to?
Kaito,
So you
I
think?
know.
So wait. So
I
you
don't think you are. I think he is.
You think he is?
Yes.
It's right. Sorry, I'm with Rock Protector. It's like, God damn it.
Yeah, I got you there, Rock Protector as well. I was there with you.
All right,
Alright.
Taro.
Yeah,
Taro,
he-
look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Taro's not
Neil?
dumb. He.
Good. All right.
Yeah,
You are
he backs
fairly
up.
confident that this person is an upstart noble brat with a very expensive weapon. He is not accustomed to people refusing him. He is not accustomed to people trying to trick him or disobey him. He is accustomed to 16 servants waiting for him to sneeze and each holding a tissue. So when he says
Yeah.
move, do you think you should be dragging Kaito?
No.
What would you like to do? I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm giving you all of the fairness I can.
Still kneeling on the ground. I just kind of backwards back up away from Kaito, and I just kind of kneel.
Good.
Sit there.
Okay. He walks up to Kaito. And as he does, he puts his gun away. He reaches into his pouch and pulls out what looks to be a very, very small vial of water. He then pours it onto Kaito's injuries, and you watch as his jaw begins to heal and set. Kaito, you are no longer dying. Your jaw is restored, so you do not have that you do not have that check you need to make. But there is just still that searing pain there. So there's no damage, but it's still very tender. It also gets rid of your concussion. So you are also no longer concussed. And you are restored 15 hit points.
Whoa.
As you slowly start to come to, he looks at you and looks at each of you and says, "I behaved in a manner not befitting my station. To turn my full wrath upon someone as lowly as yourselves was dishonorable. Understand, you have my apologies, but not my regret. Should you attempt to defy me again, I will ensure that there will be no second chances. I do not care why you have come looking for the Master of the Waves. but the Tamaki household has sworn her protection, and none will pass while I stand guard.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything right now.
Yeah, I
He
just
says,
nod.
he rolls his eyes. He rolls his eyes and say, "You rise, and you get over there." He sort of shoves Kaito over by Taro. Just get away from the door. He puts his gun away, and the two statuesque golem type things just kind of amble around. They're not really doing anything. Just like, ooh. He says, "Why have you come? Why would you fight to get into and reach the Master, and understand that I will only hear your answer spoken truthfully? You lie to me, and the sharks are the last things you'll need to worry about."
I promise we will not lie. On my name. We have been cursed by a sea witch,
What is your name?
Taro.
You
Yamato.
can't swear on your name if I don't know it. Taro what?
Yamato.
Yamato Taro. He looks at the others, seeing if they're gonna tell them their name at all. You don't have to.
Kaito.
Yeah.
Don't
Kaito.
have a last name. I'm an orphan.
You can just call me a dwarf.
You're a dwarf. Oh, sorry, you're a dwarf, not a halfling. Sorry. Are you a dwarf or a
Dwarf.
half?
I am a dwarf.
You're a dwarf. No, sorry.
A dwarf.
Yep.
Hey, you can just call me dwarf. I don't give my name to upstart nobles. Not until I earn my trust.
he doesn't disagree, but he turns his attention to you and says, "Your story."
Would I actually remember everything we've done besides the whole me being a part of Tamaki family?
Like the Oni Daimyo stuff.
That and the like that we came from Goka and that we've met with like the Dragon Master. Michael?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I would tell him that we were asked to find the masters of the elements by the Earth Master himself. We came here from Goka. The Oni Daimyo have been targeting us, and we think there might be something going on with them. So that is why we decided to come here, because we might be able to find the masters to help us train to fight the Oni Daimyo.
So
we met with a sea-
you are in open defiance of the Oni Daimyo. You would speak such words in front of the son of the House of Tamaki.
You told me not to lie.
He says, then either you are brave or foolish beyond all recognition.
Well, I mean, we did see what just happened in that last encounter. I think we know the answer to that one.
Kaito.
He then says, if what you say is true, and what you seek is the end of the Oni Daimyo. He puts the dwarven scattergun into his side pouch. Then you have aligned your purposes with that of the House of Tamaki. Long has the Oni Daimyo kept rule over Goka, and seen the suffering of many. Through legitimate causes, they have claimed power over the people there. My honorable father, as well as the rest of my kin, have done what we can to keep the peace, but it is not enough. We seek the aid of the great heroes of this land, the masters of the elemental scrolls. When I arrived, the Master of the Wave was besieged by demons, witches, minions that had begun to attack. I lost many of my compatriots, seizing the beach back from those Piscine devils. I figured placing the House Tamaki banners upon the walls would let all know that they who travel upon these shores risk their death at the hands of the eldest son of the House of Tamaki. Evidently, 3 wandering strangers did not understand this message. But from what it sounds as though you've been through, you, dwarf, have been here since long before my arrival. And
Sounds about right.
And the 2 of you are far too injured to have come here at the behest of the witch. I was intending to see how well you fought. If you fought violently against the restraint, then likely you were in desperate need of assassinating the Wave Master. But you, Taro, intrigue me. The style you use is Kobian-ro, a style native and invented by my forebearers. It wields the blade scarf as an honor-bound weapon. On our heraldry itself, and on all of the markings, it bears its symbology. That you would know such a style, but I would not know you, seems improbable. You say you know this for as long as you can remember. What do you remember, Taro of Yamada?
Well, for as long as I can remember, and I do know about the curse, right? Like the witch cursed us, but I felt like interestingly weird, but like nothing really felt different. Michael?
Sorry, 2 seconds.
Very
Yes, you do remember everything to do with the witch. You
Okay.
can share however much or however little you would like.
I'm sharing everything. No lies.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah. So we came across the we were trying to create a bridge between the Nagaji and the Sea Devils, because they, I guess, in the past had a understanding, but something happened. I guess the Nagaji were controlled and they took their, or some, I forgot exactly what happened, but their artifact was taken to a ninja village and killed their leader. And so they thought the Nagaji did it. And so there was this big fight going on. Then the Nagaji were being attacked. They say the Nagaji were being attacked by the water master. So they asked us to come and help. They asked us to come check it out. And they cursed us to, they cursed us taking a part of us. Not entirely sure what ended up happening to me, but Kaito here lost his fear. And we were supposed to bring the water master to the sea witch.
So you are here to claim the Master of the Waves for the witch.
Honestly,
Or at least ask for assistance.
We don't like this witch as much as you do. We would love these curses broken.
Wait, as much as he does? Oh. I said we don't love the witch as much as you do.
Yeah, you said, yeah, I knew what he meant.
Yeah.
And what of you, dwarf?
What about me?
Hmm?
Well, same question. They speak of their plight and their journey as if it were not your own.
Well, to be honest, it isn't really. To be telling you the truth, they just found me downstairs in this freaking cave. This stupid. He's Neve then mutters a few expletives onto her breath.
You guys are missing like one of the hugest points here. Remember what was
But
downstairs?
there's a fire scroll downstairs.
No, do you remember what was downstairs?
Oh.
What was holding Dingo captive? None of you have mentioned this.
Aye,
Oh.
that's Neve is currently there's
No,
a
I was talking
streak
to-
of a.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I know.
I got you.
But it's a streak of expletives
Yep.
from Neve. Well, if you weren't for the fact that these two, they at least freed me from the clutches of that stupid, again, string of expletives
Yep.
downstairs. So now, Dad, I just want to get to here now. Although I'm just tagging along with these two for the time being.
You speak of this downstairs, but I do
Hey,
not...
is this?
Yeah, me and
Is
oh, sorry, Kaito
Is it-
and I here. Go
yeah,
ahead.
carry on then.
No, you hang up. No, you. No, you go. You go. No, you say the
You
same
go
thing.
for it, go for it, Taro. Go for it, Taro.
Kaito and I fell into a pit on the beach. Made our way through a tunnel and ended up finding an underground dungeon.
Yeah, not much of a better word for it.
Kaito got taken away. Myself and another Oni, but he's not working with the Oni Daimyo. We're trying to find Kaito, and we both ended up almost dying. The Oni's name was Taisho. He ended up
Almost I know he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's
No, Taro doesn't know. He ran off and was still alive when he ran
right.
off.
Oh yeah, that is true.
yeah.
yeah.
Got
I
you.
was supposed to die, but then woke up on a table in front of in front of another hag, and all without realizing it, woke up with this. And I showed
As you slip that crucial bit of plot information and finally mention that there is a hag underneath the castle, his eyes go wide and he suddenly goes from being calm and collected to, are you telling me that there is a witch in the island itself, below our very feet?
I mean, there was.
Well, I mean, we didn't do anything about it.
What are you talking about, Kaito? Of course we did. We killed her.
Yeah, I forgot. We did.
They don't exist anymore. She's now dead.
Sorry, I had
thank
a
Crotus
really
for
bad
that.
memory
There.
at the time. I
Yeah.
didn't. I don't remember that. It was super
I'd
well.
still be down there if she was alive still.
Yeah.
You slayed the witch?
Hey,
She gave me a little gift, I guess. It's not a shoulder arm. Not really something I appreciate, but can't live without an arm, I guess.
He looks at you like almost like he's questioning, are these guys lying? If they're lying, then this could be a lot worse than it is. But he sees that you guys are injured. He sees your arm has been severed. He sees that that Neve is somewhat malnourished and the armor that she wears is torn and tattered. He says, "My God, she was right here under our feet. That's why they would attack so frequently and so relentlessly. They weren't coming from the ocean, they were coming from right beneath us. And you stopped them." Huh.
It's up to one of them.
what things were attacking?
Yeah.
Piscine creatures, fish monsters, sightless white monstrosities dragging my men into holes in the ground.
Talking
Oh,
about the
those
warlocks.
Yeah.
little shites.
And some sort of large monstrosity that lurked in the waves, tearing apart boats as they came close. Huge crustacean claws, ripping my fleet to shreds.
Me and Taisho almost got that one, but it seemed to knock us out before anything. Then we woke up in another room with the Marlocks dragging us behind.
Well, then it is fortunate that you have lived. He seems to
two-thirds of us.
He seems to be a bit more. He seems to be a lot more relaxed now as he says. But look, if you have truly defeated the witch from this island, then maybe, just maybe, the Master of the Waves should speak with you. But I cannot take you to her. She is within the tallest room of this tower, and you will need to get there on your own. It starts with the trial that your friend was eager to begin. I suggest you start here. I will maintain my vigil on the door. But know this, my trust is not easily earned. If you were to ever betray that trust, there would be nothing that would stop me from ending your existence.
Yes, sir.
He moves away from the door, and as he does, once again you see the large, heavy-set stone doors blocking your entrance into the temple. What would you like to do?
I ask him if there's a slight chance we could take a small break to heal up. Can I bandage up my
well, at this period of time, I will say the following. 1, yes, you can have a long rest. 2, Kaito, you are not dying, and with a long rest, you are also not wounded. And lastly, he will provide you guys with, like, actually proper treatment. He like stitches up your wounds. He, you know, kind of heals up your injuries and makes sure that you're okay to go in. It'll take you the better part of like 4 to 6 hours, but I will say that there's enough also for a significant long rest.
I have spell slots.
Spell slots, and I can switch up my spells.
So I can take off my wounded 2? Is it not wounded 1 or is it?
It goes to wounded 1, yeah. Which I think it might have already, but yeah, if it hasn't, then yeah, go to wounded 1.
I will also take this time to apologize to him and just be like, my trust is
Ooh, long rest.
it's difficult to earn as well, and I'm sorry that I didn't realize that you were as noble as your house claims to be.
He bows, not like from the waist, but more from the neck. It is he just shows respect, but like still trying to maintain his like I'm gonna beat you up kind of. You know, like it's very hard to threaten you. You know, it's like don't assassinate the woman I'm protecting. But at the same time, you know, I appreciate your apology. All right.
Okay.
Also,
so
really
much.
quickly, thank you to Goblets Warlocks for the subscription, and please go check out their amazing channel. They run some awesome games over there. We'll give them a quick shout out here. There you go. Boom. Go check them out. They're really great. Okay. The door now stands in your way, gentlemen.
I look over to Washiro and I just kind of nod towards him. Step up to the door.
Yep.
I'll try to open it.
Okay, you step up to the door. I need an athletics check as you begin to place your hands and push. Now, Kaito, do you tell him about the door?
Yeah. I'll mention that. Yeah, you just have to push through it. Just keep going until you pass through the door.
All right. As he's pushing, the door is kind of squeaking open, but it's still forcing its way backwards, almost like there is actually a spring kind of forcing the doors closed constantly. So as you push, you're having trouble. Neve and Kaito, do you want to help?
Yeah, I'll assist him.
All right. Athletics checks from the both of you, if you want to. Neve doesn't have to. You could just walk in after.
I'm actually kind of interested in just watching this because this is their thing. It's
just
Neve
imagine
has
my
nothing to do.
shoes
This is
just
their
like
thing.
slipping out, or my sandals slipping out from
The two of you seem to struggle and do not open the door. And I will point out that there is a trick to it.
Oh. I thought it was just persistence and hmm.
Have you thought about lowering your center of gravity and pushing from the hip instead of from your arms?
That's a good point.
True. Try again.
Kaito, would you like to would you like to remember the plaque that was on
Yes, please.
All right. So, the tide sometimes ebbs and sometimes flows, but in the face of the torrent, sometimes you must force your way through.
Yes, that meant just be persistent and just keep pushing against it until you get your way through.
Taro's gonna back up for a second, kind of close his eyes to think.
Sorry, just quick question, Kaito. Do you tell us that plaque?
Oh yeah, I would have if I remembered it enough to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what?
Okay.
Neve will say, ebbs and flows. Have you tried rocking it?
Oh, like pulling back first and then pushing.
Hey, just gently going in and out, in and out, in and out, and see what happens there.
That's a very good point.
All right, as you do so, gently rocking it, slowly but surely, you start to add a little bit more energy to it, and the doors start to swing wider and wider until eventually they lock and stick in place at the sides. McBluff gave an insight bonus, but seeing as the party figured that out, I will bank that insight bonus for you guys.
Nice.
You may use it for one of the other things that we're
Thank
doing.
you.
I just got really, really lucky when I pushed my way through the door the first time.
Neve is smarter than Taro.
All right.
Neve is a lot smarter than Taisho was. So.
Yeah.
Now you're fairly sure that while the guys are capable, it might be worth going with them just to make sure that they don't get stuck further up the.
Yeah, she's spotted that, so she'll head with them. She'll head with the fellas, just keeping an eye on them and perhaps helping out with anything that might come their way.
All right. Now, inside the tower, almost immediately the ocean sounds fade. Once you roll in a few moments later, like long enough for you guys to get in, the doors will slowly close. You see in the center of this large room is this huge spiraling statue of a dragon. It is an ocean dragon with a dripping water that pours from its mouth and onto what looks to be a large sphere. The sphere itself is rotating on a pool of water, and it looks to be like almost like this heavy cut stone. Around the room itself, you see large tapestries depicting kata from the water temple. A lot of people standing on the beach, kind of using their katas to kind of flow the water out and pull the water in. It looks very much like Tai Chi, if I can give everyone a visual for it. In addition, there are two sets of staircases winding upwards in almost like a helix formation, rising up to a second story high above. You can probably tell that there are 4 stories to this building. The story that you're on has the dragon with the plaque that talks about the tide.
I study the art for a little bit, but we do need to get going. So it's only a moment.
Oh, it is very well crafted. The water itself is cool and is actually fresh water drawn from the spring beneath the island, beneath the temple. You can drink the water if you want. It's quite clear and clean.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a drink and then ascend the staircase.
Very well. What about the rest of you?
I'll also take a drink of the spring water.
All right. Very well. You drink and you then pay your respects to the Dragon Temple and climb the stairs. Now, the stairs themselves, as they wind up in that double helix formation, you notice that there are scripts that are written on every other staircase. It seems to speak about it seems to tell a story. Long ago, the temple itself was at the bottom of the sea. However, a jealous god saw a beautiful garden, one that was kept away from its sunlight. So it spoke with the ocean and said that it wishes to walk in the garden that has been made. The god of the ocean turned around and said, well, no, I can't do that. This garden will only bloom in my embrace. So the sun god, in anger, started to rain down fire. But the ocean god didn't move, didn't balk. No matter how hot it got, the ocean never receded. You now find yourself on the next story. And here in this room, you can see that there is several mats that have been laid out in a large circle. In the center of the circle is a single cup of water. Floating in that cup is it kind of looks like a lotus blossom. It floats quietly and almost pristinely. There's no signage, there's no words, just this beautiful cup, this circle of mats, and the lotus in the center.
I'll kneel, get on my knees on one of the mats.
Very well. You, I'm going to presume that you guys are following the traditional cultural thing. It kind of looks like the interior of a home or a domicile. There's actually a small little, as you get to the top step, there's actually a little indented step, which you would take your shoes off and put them there, so that you could step on the mats without, bringing muddy footprints in. So you step
take
up.
my shoes off, but I keep my shoes with me.
Sure, you can put them in your backpack, and that's fine. Neve, as our foreign character, do you observe the custom, or do you walk in with your shoes?
I'm presuming that Neve has been
Instructed, yeah.
Instructed in this is the sort of thing, this is sort of protocol that what you do, and Neve is not disrespectful the way Taija was, so she will do as necessary.
Very well. You kind of take off your boots. It takes a little bit extra because you've got the leather straps and stuff like that, but you get your boots off as well. Stepping out into the mat, as soon as you do so, it looks as though the ceiling itself, how can I put it? It seems as though descent from the ceiling, as soon as you step onto the mats, is a glass dome, like a semicircular glass dome, from which a single stream of light comes down to the center of the room and onto the lotus blossom. All right. This is as you are sitting and as you're on the mat themselves. I will actually give the insight bonus here. The insight bonus here is, according to the story, the god of the ocean decided to compromise and end the war between the sun and the ocean. To do so, it offered a flower to the god of the sun, one that would bloom both in the water and on the land.
Looking around, are there any flowers in the room?
The lotus.
But yeah, there's the
So
lotus
the
in the
water
water
okay.
cup. Yeah.
Gotcha.
In the light.
And you said the sun was beating down on the spot where the lotus cup was?
It's like a single, it's like a spotlight almost, but yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's in the light. But it is very narrow. It is almost as if there's only just enough light to be where the cup is. Now, you believe what you need to do with the insight bonus from the audience is you need to raise the glass high without spilling the water, without dropping the flower, and without leaving the beam of light, which, as I mentioned, is almost just big enough to fit the cup.
And we just need to pick it up?
You don't necessarily
All
need to
that?
pick it up. What you need to do is you need to raise the glass to the ceiling. Well, not to the ceiling, but you raise the glass up. There's definitely a height, but you don't know what that height is. You know, like probably not just go. You know, it'll probably be a little bit higher than that.
Is there anything that okay?
As far as the room goes, there's no tools or anything that you would be able to use. It is just the simple cup.
Yeah.
That is here.
Who has
So
the
the way-
steadiest hands?
You
Yeah,
don't necessarily
that's,
need to
the
use your
way-
hands, right? There's magic spells. There's what you have on your person. There's a whole bunch of stuff. They've just not
True.
provided you with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If only I took shape water.
Also, if Robert is still floating around in chat, check your Discord. I'm giggling my ass off this morning, but yes.
Pity, I was actually thinking of taking Mage Hand as one of my prepared spells.
Would have
but
been
there we
perfect.
go. It would have been perfect, yeah. It would have been absolutely perfect. But it just literally is just pick up goblet to height.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, water boy, this seems to be your idea.
Yeah. I'll try. I'll keep my hands from spilling any water.
Use
'Cause
the.
I feel bad that I don't have shape water. I thought I totally did.
yeah.
That'd have been so much easier. But no, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it correct. I'm not gonna cheat with spells. Yeah. Is any kind of like check required to make sure that I keep it within the beam of light? All the
Yes,
way
there
up?
is. So,
Okay.
reaching down, you open yourself to the goblet, and you begin to lift it. I need a acrobatics check to balance the goblet as you raise it,
All right.
and you need to do this 3 times with incrementally increasing DCs. So it's not just one DC that you
Oh,
fail.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first one's pretty easy. The first one's just sort of like your low center of gravity. You lift it up, and you get it to about knee height. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Second check.
Oh, yeah. The second check. I rolled all 3 already.
Oh, did you?
actually.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
I
yeah.
missed that. I'm looking at the other thing. All right, so hold on. First check is fine. Second check, you raise it to your chest. There's still nothing. Your last check, as you raise it up, all of a sudden a single drop of water drips down the side of the cup and falls to the ground. As this happens, all of a sudden, these slats appear in the sides of the room. And as they do so, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like something bad just happened.
All right. As they do so, water begins to rush in and begins to rise up from the ground level. You can watch as it's very quickly filling up the room. All right. What do you guys want to do as you see this happen?
Looking for an opening in the ceiling. I'm looking towards the ceiling.
Looking at the ceiling, there is no opening.
Except for the lights coming through.
Except for the light. Yeah, the room the light is coming through.
Okay. Shoot.
Oh, and the staircase leading down now seals as well. So it just sort of...
Can I try and make an estimated guess on how long it'll take at the current rate of how long it'll take for it to fill? the
About a
room?
minute. So 10 rounds, effectively.
Okay.
What's happening with regards to the mats?
The mats are now starting to float a little bit as they're as the water level is rising.
Okay, I'm gonna jump on one of the mats.
Yep.
And Taro is a quick thinker. He's going to take out his two, because during the break he was able to make some more potions and bombs and stuff. So he takes out his, what was it called? The red pitch bombs. And I'm going to attach them and take a minute to turn them into a bomb.
So the room is going to fill with water by the time you're done. Okay, cool. What are the others doing while he's preparing that?
Well, I was gonna ask Taro if I could use an empty vial, but he's busy now.
Reach into my bag. I've got an alchemist kit. If he wants a vial, he can. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab an empty vial
Sure.
and try to replace the drop of water that came out of the cup.
Make an acrobatics check as you try to put one drop of water into the goblet.
Yeah, definitely harder than it sounds. Let's see.
You add a little too much, and a few more drops pour out.
I'm actually curious. With produced water, can I produce any amount that I want, or is it specifically like
Neve,
large
what are you doing?
amount? Oh, it's a small ball. Yeah, that's a lot.
My own brain is, yeah, pretty much. My own brain is turning over different possibilities. Just hold it up to the light. Just make sure that freaking flows in there.
All right, so Kaito
Right,
is
all
trying to
this.
keep the thing in the light.
Yeah. And all Neve will do is just get on one of the mats.
Okay, you get on another mat. Very well. As long
The
as you're
mat
on,
sinks,
as long
does it
as one
sink?
of you is on the mat, yeah, it does sink, because the mats do sink from your weight. But as long as you're
Yeah.
on the mat, the light is still there. That's the important bit. So as the water level is continuing to rise and you're kind of on the mat, I need Kaito and Nim to make me Neve to make intelligence checks for me, please, for a clue as to how to get out of this watery, wet situation.
Yeah. So I did just have something hit me too. Wait, why can't I? Oh yeah, I have to click right here. Duh. Sorry.
Oh no.
Intelligence, not my strong suit. Clearly.
I got a 13. And you're muted.
Okay.
Oh.
The 4 definitely doesn't get anything. The 13,
Yeah.
you get the suspicion that failing this challenge and just killing you doesn't seem to be the way of the masters. It's about learning lessons through trial and tribulations. There must be something to do. The whole nature of water is it fits the receptacle that it's in. And you notice that as you look around, and you can see every nook and cranny is being filled with this water, which means we need to adapt, we need to change. Trying to raise the goblet to the light is not the answer anymore. It was, but now it needs to suit the situation. You will be underwater soon.
Hold the lotus in the light. Don't do anything else. Just hold it in the light.
Should I drop it in the water? Like
Drop the
water
goblets. Don't need it anymore.
All right,
Can you take the lotus out?
The lotus. Yep.
All right. The water continues to rise. You now, Taro, you are trying to make a bomb underwater, correct?
If it got
Specifically
to
a
the top if it got to the top in a minute, that minute I'd be done with it then, yeah.
No. The mats don't float.
Oh, well,
The mats float
Not
when there's no
anymore.
one on them.
I don't know, it just says, no,
Yeah, it takes
you're
a-
right.
Yeah, take a minute. No, I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying like you are doing this. Yes.
Yeah. The
Cool.
idea
Please
was
make me
that
a
there's-
craft check as you are trying to do this underwater. The DC is quite high, but you might still do it.
Oh, come on!
Not with a 17.
17, yeah.
Water mixes in with your bomb, and it just basically makes it inert, so it does not succeed. Now, as the room fills out, once it gets to the top, Kaito, you're holding the lotus in the center.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Everyone
I'm still keeping it
is
in the light.
everyone is suffocating. So it is suffocating round 1. You're holding it in the light. It doesn't seem to be working. What do you want to do? You keeping in mind you cannot communicate with one another.
I'll remove it from the light.
You take
Well,
it out
it's
of the light.
underwater.
Nothing seems to happen. You are all suffocating too.
Taro's gonna try and take a look around and see if anything's out of place that wasn't before. Maybe there's a switch. Maybe there's a.
You start looking around for a switch, feeling against the walls, looking for a way to stop the water from the flood, but there doesn't seem to be anything. Neve, anything?
I just want to make hand gestures to Kaito to say to lift the lotus up above their head in the light, up towards the fucking bowl.
Yeah.
Okay. Kaito, you go to the surface and you place it on the semicircular dome. Nothing seems to happen.
I let go of the lotus and just lay back and let.
All right.
I will not. I mean, I guess that technically is relenting.
All right. Suffocation 4.
Oh no. Shoot. I don't know what to do.
I feel like sometimes the
Yeah.
answer might be nothing.
Okay. I'll give you a clue. The answer is not nothing. Taro, you can make an intelligence check if you like, as you are now no
I
longer
would.
making stuff.
20.
The answer is the ocean grew or bloomed the flower at the bottom of the sea. So
Oh.
it needs to be
I'm
on the
gonna
ground now that the water is
I'm gonna
flowing.
go up to the flower that Kaito dropped, grab it, and try to swim down to the bottom.
You swim down to the bottom. As soon as you place it down on the ground, you hear the sounds of water rushing out. Meanwhile, outside, Wahiro is saying, "I wonder how they're doing," and then suddenly, water just erupts from the second story. As he does so, he's then just drenched in water as it just sort of collides onto him because it comes out from all angles. And he's just like, "Oh, what?" It's just kind of more annoyed than anything else. All right.
Cocks a shotgun again.
Do I have to follow you up there? No.
All right. The next flight of stairs suddenly descends down, and you can see it kind of, again, continuing that helix. As you rise up, McBluff has given another insight bonus. So I'm going to get one of you guys to write this down in your character's notes so you do not forget this.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it just in case, dude. Just in
As
case.
the story would have it, the ocean god did not want to keep the garden from the sun. So it gave a single flower that would bloom in both sky and sea, and presented it as a gift. The sun god cared for the gift too much, and gave it all of its love, but its love burnt and cindered, eating away at the flower, leaving nothing behind. In despair and woe, the sun god decided that if it was unable to share its love with the sea through its fire, through the wind, then it would do so through a way that it thinks that the ocean could, and erupted a volcano, heating the earth itself and sending large rivers of fire flowing into the sea, destroying the garden. Your insight bonus here is the next room itself is one filled with destruction. And in order to proceed forward, you must destroy something of importance to you. Something that you love, something that has meaning to each of you. That is the insight bonus you get as you arrive, and all that is in the center of this room is a small cauldron filled with lava. And that
I
is where we're
never
going to end
liked fire.
today's session. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. We have gone a little bit over time, so I want to take a very, very quick moment to thank, of course, our lovely audience for coming and joining us today. You guys are awesome. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys on these days. I hope you guys enjoyed the story and the adventure, the epic battle with Tamaki's brother, and a whole bunch of other cool things. Thank you to our sponsors, of course, Hero Forge, for the wonderful artworks that you can see on screen, of course, including Wahiro, who was a lot of fun to make.
It looks really cool.
Thank you. Thank you to, of course, Fantasy Grounds for our VTT and Sirenscape for our wonderful tunes. Thank you to my wonderful Patreons for supporting the channel and continuing to allow me to do this awesome thing. And remember, guys, if you want to join my tables, head on over to Patreon. Consider joining, because we've got plenty of seats on the Friday. We have 1 seat remaining on the Monday. So yeah, if you are interested, let us know, and we'll see how this
We'd love
goes.
to play with you.
What's that?
I said we'd love to play with you.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
The
The more the merrier.
Yeah, I think that's it. So yes, a very special shout out to the people who rated us today. That was, of course, the Role Players Guild and Sky McSparkles. Thank you so much. Thank you all of our subscribers, both new and old. Thank you to the New York GM. Sam, you are amazing. Thank you so much for the gifted subs, my friend. And of course, thank you to the bits from Fantasy Grounds Academy earlier on today. All of your love it hits me right here. So thank you very, very much. Now, we are going to go and raid someone very special. We are going to go and raid our dear friend Scarlett, who is currently doing an art stream making a villain for our upcoming one-shot series. I'm not going to spoil too much because I want you guys to go and see it and kind of be revealed. But if you don't want spoilers, don't go for the raid, but then go do something else. Go wash your hair. Do other things. But yeah, that's where we're gonna go. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna share our love. Thank you so much. You guys have been amazing. We will catch you on the flip side. Stay safe. Stay wonderful. And as always, from us to you, game hard or die trying. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.